Well, the summer of 2019 has been incredibly busy. I'm very fortunate that I've been involved in quite a few large events, and it's, you know, obviously juggling that with my full-time job, it's been very, very busy. And I know that a lot of people have picked up on the fact that in a lot of the live match videos that I upload to this channel, I've been using several new products. This is the first video in a series of videos where I'm just going to kind of show you in detail what those products are, what kind of scenarios I've been using them in, and how I've been getting along having used them now for several months. So this is the first video in the series, and I'm just going to quickly talk you through the new range of reels from Matrix. It's the Horizon X range. Well, a lot of people will already know, regular viewers to the channel will know that I've used the Aquas range for the last 3 years or so. It's only really kind of involved a 4000 version and a 5000, but Matrix have released a new range of reels now. It's called the Horizon X. Now, I've been using these reels since last February, so obviously I've been out on the bank quite a lot since then. And I can, you know, gladly report to you that I haven't had any problems with them whatsoever. There are one or two differences from the Aquas range, and I know a lot of people have been asking me about them, certain specific questions about them, and that's the reason for this upload. So why not just give you a bit of an unboxing. I've actually got the Horizon X, the 4000 version here. I've picked that version because it's quite a common size reel that we use now in lots of our fishing, float and feeder fishing. Always great packaging, as you probably already know from the Matrix products now. Obviously still got the nice lime incorporated on there, on the packaging as well. And on this box as well, which I can show you, all the stats are there. What I will do underneath this video, there will be a link to the Facebook pages and the website links for the Fish Matrix website, where it gives you all the specific details about these reels. I don't want to sit and read them out all to you, but if you are interested in that sort of thing, there is a link directly underneath this video. So this is the 4000 reel. There is a 3000 version in the range as well, and a 5000. This one comes with the exploded diagram, like a lot of reels come with. Now, if you're into your mechanics of the actual reel itself, all the detailed parts are there for you. And I've got to mention that there is a very good comprehensive list of spares available for these reels actually on the same website at the link below. So it's great that spares are so readily available, because obviously wear and tear does happen, especially when you're using reels a lot. So that's included in the package. In here we've got the double handle. The reel does come with that. Personally, I've never gone down the route. I've never really got into using you know, the double handle. I've just never used it as a kid, and I've never, you know, found a use for it, but I know there are loads of people out there that use them. So this reel does come with that as an option. Okay, all nicely bubble wrapped. In here we've got just the reel itself, nicely bubble wrapped. Put the box over there out of the way. The spool that comes with the reel comes already mounted onto the reel itself. Okay, as you can see, it's lovely jet black. It's got the lime green graphics on there as well, very clear there of obviously what product it is. The spool is already on. As you can see, it's a front drag reel, which, I mean, I've got used to that. When I think the first reel I ever had was a drag. You know, the drag was at the back, but since then I've always had front drag reels, and I'm really comfortable with those. Really easy to get to, you know, should you need to slacken it off for any reason or tighten it up. Okay, so the spool itself, which I'll take off for you, the spool itself is marked up with the line capacity. Line capacity is 0.28 mil line. That will take 150 meters of that. Okay, so in some cases you might need to back it up, but that's the case, you know, put some backing on the reel, but that's the case with most reels anyway. Certainly one that's designed for float fishing and feeder fishing. As you can see, nice tight line clip there, which won't rise up off the body. That's been great, the way that I use the line clip. I use the line clip and put my line behind the line clip, slightly different with this reel from what I do with what I did with the Aquas, and I can show you that in a moment. It's a carbon body, I believe. It's really nice and light, but I've got to say that the physical size of it for a 4000 reel is slightly larger than the size of the 4000 Aquas reel. Okay, so that was the first thing that, you know, I noticed. But obviously when I'm feeder fishing most of the time, the vast majority of the time, having a larger reel like that obviously gives you plenty of cranking power, as it were. So like I said, I've been using these reels since February. They've been really reliable, been fantastic. As you can see, it's a very simple design. There's nothing at the back here. I know some people, on some reels there are bits and bobs at the back of here, you know, there might be the anti-reverse switch back there as well, and I've seen that cause problem with tangles and stuff, certainly for beginners and people who aren't quite as experienced on the bank. So with this reel, the anti-drag is actually right underneath. Okay, so the anti-reverse switch is actually right at the bottom, really tucked away nicely there. I'm right-handed, so I can easily get to that with my left hand when I'm playing fish, or if I need to take it off for any reason. And obviously it's reversible. The single handle comes already mounted actually on the reel itself, and you can have it, you know, you have it on the right side or the left side. Obviously all you do is just unscrew that, and then you can just switch it around and reverse it. So it's obviously good for left and right-handers. It's been a fantastic reel. Like I said, this is the 4000 version. There is a 5000 version, which I have been using quite a lot, but I am using the 3000 version way more than what I expected. Obviously that's a smaller reel, it's more compact, and that's more suited for when you're casting up to 30-40 meters sort of range. Ideal on the majority of the fishing that we do now. Certainly on commercials, if you're using a 10-foot rod or an 11-foot rod, the 3000 version is balanced beautifully with a rod like that. So I've been using the 3000 a lot. Now the 5000 is a different issue. I've had quite a few messages about the 5000 version, and that's purely because initially it's a larger, larger reel than the 5000 Aquas, but that's expected. The whole range is larger. But one of the questions I've been getting about the reel is the actual measurements and dimensions of the reel itself. And if I go and grab one, I shall explain to you why some people have been messaging me about that reel. I've even had people come round to me before a match and after a match just to try the rod out, or try a rod out with the 5000 actually on the reel, on the rod, and I'll explain to you why. A lot of the venues I fish, similar to places like Southfield Reservoir, a lot of the venues there, a lot of the lads class fishing at range 60 to 70 metres. The absolute maximum on some of these venues is probably 70 metres, okay, and a lot of these lads are bream fishing. Now one of the issues some of them have had is they're quite happy fishing with 3000 reels and 4000 reels. That's great, not an issue. But what's happened is some of the lads that when they're trying to fish up to 70 metres, they haven't been quite as happy with the 5000 size reels that are out there within a certain price range. So what some of them have done, have gone out and bought pit reels basically. Now a lot of you will probably already know that pit reels are obviously a specialised reel. We do also in our range have the Horizon 6000, which is obviously a much larger reel than these, but that's designed for a job. It's designed for casting at extreme range, and the lads who fish in Europe all the time, the European lads, they can cast over 100 metres, you know, and they do that quite regular, just with a conventional rig, not with a method feeder like we do here. So they're used to fishing at that sort of range. But when you're fishing 70 metres, that sort of range, some of the lads were after a 5000 reel that could do that job. Now the reason why they've come around to have a look at this reel is because some of the pit reels, by their very nature, they're obviously a lot larger than the normal 5000 reels. A lot of them cast the same way as I do. They, well, whether they're left or right-handed, but they actually cast by putting their finger actually on the spool there. Okay, so they take the bail arm off, trap the line there, lift the rod up and go to cast, and then on the cast they just release it, and that's when it goes. All right, some people use that finger, okay, and a lot of people use that finger. I'll put both fingers there just because it's nice and comfortable for me to do that, and it's become second nature. However, some of the lads that have gone out and bought pit reels, the pit reels are quite, you know, bigger than this, and what's happened is that distance there has been too great for them to use their fingers, because that, you know, the spool is much lower down here, so they've literally had to change the technique and the way that they cast. So they have had to literally grab the line with the finger there and just change the way that they cast. And I know a lot of people obviously don't want to do that, they want to continue casting the way that they've always been used to casting. So that's why they came around to see this reel, and that's what a lot of the questions have been about. It's been about that gap there, or that distance. So whilst we're here on camera, part of the reason for this video is to answer questions like that, because a lot of people have asked. Okay, so if I measure that for you, if I just go to the edge of the spool there, and I'll go to the top edge of the rod here, just to give you an idea, because everybody's hands are different. I'm not exactly a big lad, and my hands are obviously not very big, but as you can see, that is easily comfortable for me to do that. This is the 5000, this reel, so that is easily comfortable for me. And that distance there that I've just measured out there is 865, so it's 86 mil, 86.5 mil if you want to be exact. But as you can see, that's what that distance is. And like I say, obviously I haven't got a big hand, so hopefully that's going to answer a lot of the questions, because I have been answering that question on the bank, and I know there's a lot of people online that have not seen these reels in the flesh, as it were, or have not seen me on the bank to check. So hopefully that is going to help you out with that particular question. Well, like I say, it's been a very, very busy summer. I have missed vlogging, I know that. I have continued to put on live matches, and just for anybody out there that has subscribed to this channel, all the live match footage and all the live matches that I ever film always come onto YouTube. All right, I have obviously got my separate channel, which is classed more of a coaching channel. So if you're into more detailed coaching type things about techniques, tactics, bait preparation, all that sort of thing, then you might want to have a look at that channel, and there is a link to that at the end of this video. But all the live matches have come onto this video, onto this channel, sorry, so please don't think you've missed out on any, on any of the live match footage. I am back to vlogging now. All my systems and things are in place now, and it's never been quicker for me to upload videos. So every Thursday there will be a video on here, but there are lots more videos coming. I'm still working on the ground bait buyer's guide video series, but that is well underway, and I'm hoping to be releasing that within the next 2 or 3 weeks. So I'm hoping you're all looking forward to that, and I'm hoping you're going to enjoy watching it as much as I've enjoyed putting it together. But like I said before, I've got a very, very strong feeling that that is going to be an ongoing kind of series, because there are so many baits out there. I didn't realise, I thought I knew how many kind of baits there were out there, ground baits, and different brands and different types and mixers. I had no idea how many there actually were. So I'm hoping you're looking forward to that as much as I've enjoyed putting it together. So that's really it for tonight. I am going to be uploading several videos over the next few days onto YouTube for you, just covering different products and just giving you a catch up on what's happening and what's coming up. But thanks for watching, really appreciate you logging on, and I'll see you all in the next video.